Yeah. So good evening to all of you whosoever joined. And before we start, just we can wait for few minutes so that more people can join for this podcast. And yeah, so today we have uh, with us Mr. Mahesh, and he's the founder CEO of MR Accuracy Report. Okay, and his company is based in UK. It's a market research and management consulting firm. Okay, so I welcome Mr. Mahesh for this podcast, and we actually in conversation for this podcast for a long time, and today finally it's happening. And thank you, Mahesh. Thank you for joining this podcast today. And definitely, for the audience and being a host of this podcast, I'll make sure that that this 40 to 45 minutes time with this podcast with us should be invested wisely. Okay, so definitely this will be a very impactful session, and it will be in on the topic will be on market, the future of market research industry, and what is the career scope, also what is the potential of this industry. And also we're going to cover that syndicate report part, and how syndicate report going to help the business decision making, or any business, any entrepreneur or any business. Okay, so definitely that we're going to cover. And surely we'll make sure that this is going to be a impactful session. So yeah, Mahesh, welcome. And I mentioned whatever I know about you. So if you want, you can could you please introduce yourself, and so that our audience, because I know you for a long time, and you're about your organization, but people really eagerly waiting to hear from your side. Yeah, please go ahead, Mahesh. uh, Mahesh, audio, you are not audible yet. Not.
Now, is it? Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Is it?
now it's okay. We can you are audible, but sound quality is not good.
Well, I don't know. It's maybe technical issue. Okay, I will try to speak a little bit louder.
Yeah, now it's okay. Now it's okay. Yeah,
Okay, good, good, good. So I will
you
try
can
to speak.
hold your microphone in your hand, I think.
I know. It's what's happening is sort of like a really technical glitch, and I'm just trying to figure it out because I was using another. This is third laptop. I was just trying to use
Yeah,
this
it's
thing. But
okay.
yeah, anyways. But
But
thank you
it's
so
nice. It's now it's audio quality is good. Now we can continue. Yeah, go ahead.
Good, good, good. Thank you so much for your time and thank you so much for your nice words. You're being such a gentleman. So, guys, yeah, my name is Mahesh Kale. I'm born in Nasik, but then, of course, I had my whole, my, you can say, aim, goal, my mission. So, I did my education from London, University of Sunderland. So, I was in the UK for almost 10 years. So over there, I did my graduation, my masters, and I started working over there for almost 7, 8 years. So I worked over there for the multinational companies in UK, gathered a lot of experience, and of course I had to come back to India. So since I came back to India, I worked in Pune, Mumbai for a couple of multinational companies. Uh, but even as a like from a small town guy, I always wanted to do something big. So I decided to join a new venture. Start my own venture into market research. I had a bit of experience in market research, but then I thought, why not to use my own skill set and let's rather than helping my someone else's dream, how about helping myself to achieve my own dream? So I thought, okay, let me help myself to achieve my own dream using my skills, expertise, skill sets, and of course, we have a lot of talents in India. That's how I figured out. I said, okay, now this is the right time to start up my own entrepreneurship in the market research. So here I am with the MRAC reports and running successfully. We got a lot of clients, Fortune 500, and yeah, now we are quite blessed, we are privileged we are getting a lot of responses, and also even if you see our LinkedIn page, every day 100 to 100 followers we are getting from across the globe. So we are, it's such an overwhelming feeling, to be honest, in such a competitive market, because if you see, India is the hub for market research, and also the Pune is the main hub,
Yeah.
all industries in the Pune. So I always think to myself that I gotta think out of the box, and how can I beat the competition in Pune. So for me, even if it doesn't matter, there are big companies, 400 companies, 400 employees, I say there, 200, 300, it doesn't matter. It's just about like how lucrative, or how you took out the model in order to stand out of the market from the competition. That's what is more important. And of course, I had my own experience, and of course, I always worked overseas, so I always know how to deal with the clients. Because I've been always a sales guy, as a people's person, so that really helped me a lot. So yeah, this is me.
Yeah, that's really, quite, inspiring, in fact. Okay, and that, I actually can relate with your, with your organization and with your, passion that, having with your, market research and, this industry. Because being a founder, I also understand, I can also relate, I have also my own firm, like, market research universe, which is also providing the market research, services, and then report. So yeah, so so Mahesh, just, just I wanted to understand that, how you, when you started with the organization, and how you feeling like with this industry, like, what is your perspective, what is your understanding over the period that gonna happen with this industry, market research industry,
Okay, it's quite funny because I never thought of that I will be to market research industry. It just somehow out of blue, I got an opportunity to work with for the startup, one of the startup in India, uh, and then it then I felt, okay, this is it's not about good money, but then I can scale up my business, and I can really enhance. I can also contribute to our Indian society, and I can hire Indian talent. So when I was working with the Indian startup, then I realized like how what is the potential of the market research industry, how it's going to be in the future, what is the forecasting, like people really needs to know the market. They are really, keen to know what's going to happen in the future, what's their plan, what's their company strategies, market share. Like there are a lot of different things out there. So it really intrigued for me, and then I thought, okay, I should get into marketing industry. Then I also I have a lot of friends in the UK, since I was there. Then even so one of my friends, they're British though, so they said, okay, no, you just get on it, and if you need any sort of hand, any sort of help, so they're always there. So even if sort of maybe cocky clients sometimes, so then I just help get assistance from my British friends, but that really helps because now it's really a common sense, or it's a unity, because the Indian talking to Indian, it really does help, because you might have been in the financial institution, right? So it's always same. And I have been fortunate. I got a lot of friends across the globe. So even if it's a coffee or little bit difficult client is there, so I always get help from my American, my British friends, my Scottish friends. Then it really helps to get the deal. And of course, even for them, it's being lucrative, it's being efficient, productive. They get the accurate reports of what they want. So when I came in the journey into market research, I thought, so I saw the potential, because I think so market research industry is $45 billion industry. So I did a lot of R&D before getting to
yeah.
it.
And the
And
CAGR is like, around more than 7.5, percentage CAGR is going growth rate of this industry. So it's a good, growing industry over the period. Yeah.
yeah, so then I just joined this thing, and for me, I was into my, should I go back to job? Of course, like it's safe, secure, steady graph, steady progress. And then I thought, but it's a in India, especially in Pune, it's a risk. But then the people say you gotta risk it to win biscuit. so I thought, so I thought, okay, you know what? And of course, I've been always adventurous and sporty person. I thought, okay, I don't mind to do this. But then I'm glad I took a risk, and since the response and clients are coming back to me. Mostly repetitive clients are coming back to me. I'm really glad that I've started this venture. And of course, like very soon, within the next 5 years, I think I'm going to put my footprint in the so the people will know Emiratis Flippers. Even if they're old in the market, it doesn't matter. But now they should know. I'm
That's great. That's great. Actually, yeah, I know. I actually know, having more than 5 years experience now in market research. So I worked with multiple companies there in Pune itself. Okay, like lot of market research companies are there. I know, yeah, about Pune. It's becoming the hub, global hub of market research. If I particularly syndicate research reports and all. Okay, so it's becoming hub of market research globally. So yeah, that's good part of that research department, and what I feel now, because my research topic itself, I'm doing my PhD, also in market research itself. So here I wanted to understand the potential of India, to become the global market research outsourcing hub. What is the potential that India having? So I'm doing research is going on. So, and the reason behind I'm coming up this topic is throughout my journey, throughout my experiences, I found that Indian having good talent, in terms of statistics, in terms of analysis and all, and the thing is now when it comes to the global picture, then most of the US and UK companies, or manufacturing plants, manufacturing companies, or FMCG companies and all these sectors, they are looking for this report, actually market research report, to make their decision, to make their marketing decisions and all. So this is that is the reason that that I feel what I predict, that throughout my understanding, my experience, that there is a potential that India having that potential to become the global market research hub. There is a high potential, so yeah, that is the reason that I'm coming with understanding the workforce that we have in India. Like if I the same research process and all the same research skills, if if you wanted to hire from US or UK, they will charge high. But in terms of on the other hand, in India, it is quite cheap. The workforce is quite cheap, and you are getting good skill, good talent within that kind of financial investment. So that's the one of the reason, one of the major factors that India want to be the global market research hub. So yeah, so just just to inform audience who joined, if you want to ask some questions to Mahesh, our guest, that you can ask, and you can type chat in that ASK, and definitely we'll gonna answer your questions. Okay, it can be any career related, market research career related. It can be any industry related, and or or if you wanted to start your entrepreneurship in market research, then also we can guide you guys, so that how can you start your entrepreneurial journey in market research and all these things. Definitely, and so yeah, Mahesh. So yeah, it's great that I understood that your organization's vision, and what is your passion and vision and all. Okay, so I just wanted to know one thing, and that I always wanted to question this also, that what is the main difference that you, because you are also Indian. Okay, so you are your root is here in India. So you was there in London and UK for a long time for your education, for your job purpose and all. So what is the difference of the mindset, or these companies among these two countries or two states, like in India and Indian researcher, or Indian skills, or and US skills? What is the difference you find, or any seriousness, or any like mindset? What is the mindset difference of mindset of
Yeah,
Indian people and the US people, or sorry, UK people?
I understand. I understand. It's a really good question, but let me put it in a different context for you. Okay, so when it comes to mindset, so especially in terms of employer, who hires a lot of employees. So the main difference is our Indian employer, they really want to rip off our employees. They want to give this much money and they want to take a lot of outputs from there. So that's not so that's the one of the thing I have observed over here. But then in UK that doesn't happen. They give a lot of privilege, lot of leverage to employees that so they can work on with their own timing, with their own pace. But here in India, they just wanna push down. They just a lot of politics is here. This is what I found here. Even in marketing industries, the salespeople can't talk to research company, research team can't talk to digital marketing team. Like it feels like we are in school here in India. That's a bit a shame to be honest, because I haven't seen the overseas. They're really open-minded. They're really chill out. It's an open door policy. You can just talk to go to manager, go to employer, go to CEO, go to who is the owner. You just go and talk to them whatever you feel like. But here is like there are a lot of internal politics which takes place in marketing industries. Like even in Pune, there are like different floors are there in the marketing industry. So the salespeople can't talk to digital marketing. Like why is that? It's really funny. It doesn't make any sense. Like you're one organization. You should have open door policy. You should talk digital. You should have that transparency. You shouldn't give that so much burden, so much pressure to your guys. So they don't. It's really they 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 will be a time they will be like literally antagonize with their decisions that why did they do it, whatever they did. It should happen because overseas the employer they're really frank, but here they really want to show their bossing, they're the boss. They should call like sir, madam, I should do this, I should do that. Like over there, even if it's a guy 60 years old, you can say, hey Richard, hey Sam, what's up, how you doing, how is your weekend? But here we have a lot of words, a lot of it's a big word there. We can't do this, and even so that's the reason because of that policy, the people, the employees, they're not putting their 100%, which I really felt. But now where I'm working with, I have given them so much leverage. You can do whatever you want, and I can see the outputs. I can see the efficiency, productivity, which is 10 times better than typical organizations. So I want to bring that culture definitely here in India. That employees are more welcome. They can talk to me any point of time. They can say, hey, you know what? It's weekend. Like, how about we just pop in somewhere? Let's celebrate. Let's have some spend time. That creates. We got to build culture. But here, you can't build a culture in company in Pune, in India just to offering free snacks, free coffee. It doesn't help. You can build a culture to really talking to employee what he wants, what she wants, what do you like, are you comfortable in this domain? What do you want to like? Do you want to shift? Some people like coffee. Some people like drinks. Some people like go outing. They each and everyone has different tastes. So you're going to open culture. You're going to create a nice culture by talking to people. Communication is the key. This is the main difference in overseas in UK and India. Here, whatever the boss decides, owner decides, this is going to happen. That should happen. That is going to happen. That's it. There is no other alternative. That is absolutely bollocks. Believe me, it's happening. Yeah. So this is the main difference. That's what I observed. But then I'm making sure I'm not going to do that. And hence, I'm getting a lot of now people from the other companies, from my competitors, they're coming back to me and they would like to join me because now they have realized MRIQ reports is not doing that. They're not following traditional market research companies, what they are doing, how they are treating employees. It's not happening. They're also human. Like you give them, you treat them in a nice way because you want your customer to should pay. So you also should treat. You gotta talk to your employees in a nice way. So they will be, they should feel like home when they come to work. So yeah. So this is the main difference I've seen.
Yeah, that's good. I think this is going to help us a lot to Indian market research companies, India-based market research companies. Though most of these companies having their offices or any branches in overseas also. But yeah, definitely that mindset we can change to understanding this, and then definitely that is the one of the reason to doing this podcast to do kind of a survey, also to do some kind of knowledge sharing also, what is the difference between the Indian mindset and the overseas mindset. Yeah. So throughout this, we can change this industry and make it more impactful and all. Definitely, this is gonna help us.
Exactly. They have to change that. That otherwise, people are literally they will change the company all the time, and so the employer implement they won't get long term employees. So that's if they're looking for the long term employee, then they definitely gotta be culture by talking to people, by talking to employees, not just
Yeah.
offering free snacks or free coffee. That's not gonna be that's not going to be long lasting.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so my next question to you, Mahesh, that being a researcher, we know that we're gonna help to the client, like any FMCG companies or any manufacturing companies, or client or entrepreneurs who wanted to start their business and all. We normally, through our market research report or through our market research service, we normally help them to understand the targeted customers, who gonna their customers, and then what is the market size, and what is the TAM, SAM, and so what is the total available market, what is the service available and service optimal market, so that they can target the exact customer. So this and also that if I talk about the syndicate reports, like through syndicate report, we try to give the databases, like in the form of quantitative research, in the form of qualitative research and all, and we try to give helicopter view and holistic overview of the any market product or services and all. But yeah, so being a founder, because you are the founder of MR Accuracy, and founder of Market Universe, so we try to give the good quality research in databases, which includes the 60 or 70%, like top 60, 50% secondary research and primary research, included primary research also, and all this is to give it more quality, to give more relatable data. Okay.
Accuracy.
And yeah, accuracy of the data and all these things. Yeah, of course, accuracy of the data, and
That's more important because
that's more important. Yeah,
because
that's more important.
even me, my
So
friends, people, yes, sorry, go on.
yeah, that's important. So do you think that this I mean, over the period, what gonna happen with this particular, if I talk about this syndicate report and insights, the demand of syndicate report and the insights that we normally um, offer. So what is the future? What do you think about the syndicate research report and all this research?
It has definitely a lot of future for sure. But more than syndicated research, it's a sort of ready-made reports. It gives you market share forecasting, market share, competitive analysis, and then after that, global view, SWOT analysis, portal based analysis. So it gives you different view. But then rather than syndicated research, if you focus on the customized reports, that's where the future, that's where even the money lays there. Because the syndicated the market is there. I wouldn't say no, but at the same time, if you gotta focus on customized reports, because right now the time is changing rapidly. Everything is changing rapidly. So with the time, we will focus on the customized because the client has their pain areas. So we gotta focus on their pain areas by doing customized. So for the customized, and in order to get accuracy and impeccable data, our researchers they do a lot of primary research. Of course, so primary research. So now we focus like 80% primary research, just 20% secondary research. So then we know the accuracy of our report is 99%.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
but then
great.
yeah, exactly. But then coming back to syndicated research, yes, it has future. It's just that we gotta change. We gotta keep changing things. We gotta keep changing competitor players because the technology types, applications, segments. So there are different segments are there in the market in the reports. So exactly, so we gotta keep changing that. We gotta change that. So yeah,
Yeah.
so that's how it is.
Yeah, that's great. So I also feel like this is a syndicated report is like gonna be a very very having very potential over the as it's also having very in demand, that syndicate report, and those are the kind of client that having, or the market, marketing, manager or marketing, decision maker or marketing directors and all. Our client, those, entrepreneur and those who wanted to, start their business and all, and the directors or managing people, they sometimes what happened, they don't, I mean, immediately they have to deliver something, immediately they have to present in front of their client, and
Yes,
they sometimes they don't have that much time to do go with the customization,
that's
with the
true.
tailor made. Yeah,
That's
so for that case now, syndicate report is a service or is a product that we normally promise to our report that we cover the all things, we
yes,
cover maximum the like competitive analysis, and then company profilings and SWOT analysis, Porter's five forces analysis, all the competitive analysis tools and all of these things, so that you can understand the competitive analysis, you can understand the company who are the major players of this particular service or particular market industry, and also we covered the market size, which is a very important part of the syndicate report. The market size, not only 1 year, but also the historical year, and to the forecast year also, like up to 30 even. Okay, so we normally do this kind of forecasted data also available in this report. Okay, so
could we include you? So having said that, you just you tell like, of course, I do believe in quality, but then we don't do just one-time job. More than that, we do give free 6 months customization. So, cause
hmm,
we are looking for long-term relationships. So, like let's say, because there are a lot of companies out there, they just give one-time report and that's it. And after that, there is no callback, there is nothing. Like, the client just keep calling them back, and there's no reply at all. But then we don't believe in that, because we once we give reports, whether it is syndicated, customized, whatever it is, we give always free 6 months customizations. So it means for the next 6 months, client always can come back to us to get any sort of free data, any customization, any like whatever he wants, whatever he wants. And also we give you all the free analyst call for the clients for the next 6 months. So that sort of complete advantage we have, because in this such a niche or saturated market, if I got to do something different out of the box, that's what I do. Offering free success customization. Because the customized reports, of course, as earlier you said, we have covered 100%. But again, more than that, as the time is changing with the cutting edge technology, even the everything changes. So the client has their own niche requirements. Because even yesterday only I was speaking to a client from the Turkey, and he was looking for the Turkish very niche market. So now, of course, but hence, like I said, of course, you have this report, and from next day, following day, our Turkish team, they will do their internal research to get that data with the niche market. So that's what we gotta do. So for the you gotta give that 6 month cushion period to each and every client.
hmm,
Then
sure.
you get the more and more clients.
Hmm. Also, what I feel like, like it is not about that, because of time constraints, sometimes client looking for the syndicate report, but also, this, if I, allowed to name the Apple or the, leading major companies in every sectors, they are, very good in R&D. Okay, research and development. If I allowed to name the Apple company, they are coming with iPhone. Okay, and every year every 1 or 2 year they are coming with new models.
Yes.
So the reason behind, they are consistently, and every year they are investing a lot in R&D. And when it comes to R&D, you need not only the customization report, also the syndicate report, to understand the basics, what is the trend is going on and all these things.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes those are the clients who having not that much budget also to go ahead with the customization. They can start their research through this syndicate report also.
Yes.
Okay, because this research, you will get a holistic overview within a, like, minimum price. Okay, very competitive price. And if you come to us, definitely we'll give some discount on that report, definitely. But that is our promise to you. Also understanding your research requirement and all these things, this is how we deliver our report. And here what I wanted to conclude is, like, those are the client who wanted to start their R&D, or wanted to start the basic research part and all these things. Then they can directly come to us to start this purchase this syndicate report, and to start their research study and all, and understanding the targeted customers, understanding the product launching and technological trends and all these things, and the competitive analysis. Who are the the major players that operating in the surviving industry and all. That going to help them to understand what is the scenario, what is the picture, present picture on this going on, and what is the forecasted picture, what whether your business is going to survive or not. If you wanted to start something new or niche market, if it is a niche market and all, then also we syndicate report can help you a lot. But yeah, as is also we provide a hybrid research solution. Like if you once you start with the syndicate report, then within the minimum investment, and then once you get satisfied, or if you wanted to look for something new things that you are not getting understanding and all these things, then this we will be there to guide you for a long time. Okay, so we'll be it will be like agile research process, hybrid research solution. That's we are coming up with that. Once we start with the minimum competitive price in the purchasing the syndicate report and all these things, to understand the research of the market size, that customers and the targeted customers and all these things globally, and as well as the regional perspectives and country wise and all these things. And if you feel like you want more research on particular country or particular region or particular company, also major companies and all these things, then also we can do provide that kind of a customization with you. So that is the that kind of a facility that we're gonna give you on this syndicate report, and over the period with continuing this relation with the customization and all. Like
That is true. That is true.
yeah. So so we are about to finish, Mahesh. So okay. So my last question is like business decision making backed by market research. Like how already we discussed then how this market research report or syndicate report and customization report gonna help all the entrepreneurs or the major companies or the giants in this industry, and every year they are doing this research. That's why they require these reports and customer customization report and all these things. But if you kind of explain in holistic way, like how what are the that scopes, or what are the decision making that backed by market research reports or market research and all these things. One thing is like marketing perspectives. If you wanted to do marketing, then market research report gonna help you to understand the competitive and all these things. If there anything else that you wanted to mention, that these reports or these market research gonna help you with that perspectives particularly and all.
So you mean, are you talking about this market research industry, market research reports we head to client, right?
Yeah. Now how this this research, what is the importance of this market research for company's decision making? Yeah.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. It has a vital slash significant importance of this market industry, because on the basis of market industry, you can literally make your decision worth $1 billion. Even right from, as you say, even Apple, Facebook, they're my clients, like they are, because they keep getting reports from us. So because it doesn't matter, even if it's established, medium sized, large, right from startup, solopreneur, it doesn't matter, right? Because the market, it gives you, while it's just a worth of investment, like let's say $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, again it's different from price to price depending on what sort of requirements client he or she has. It's gonna give you the future, like is it the right time to get in the market? Like let's say NFT market, last mile delivery market, So these are the new trending topics right now. So then these markets, these reports will give an exact idea about the real time market, what the competitors make, what sort of strategies is planning, market share, market size, future, global vision, global size data, where should they invest? Is it maybe India? Of course, it's upcoming and emerging country right now. So then this is a place then client really should focus on, and they should get market research. Like I would emphasize, like they must, I would say, get these market reports, because it's gonna save a lot of time. It's
Exactly. Yeah.
Even if it's for the sake of $3,000, just for an example, I'm just saying, but it's still for investment compared to, because they're going to save their next 3-4 years. So if they are saving 3 to 4 years, just investing $2,000, $3,000, it works a lot. It works way more than that. So of course it has their own importance of the market industry, and So India, and of course, the one reason I'm coming back, that I came back to India is because India is going to be emerging country, especially in the marketing industry. For the next 10 years, even I think Elon Musk even he said earlier uh, that India is going to be hub for the marketing industry. And by 2030,
Hmm.
India is the number one. Forget about
Yeah,
UK, Australia, Europe.
yeah.
So right now, even for an entrepreneur, or if somebody wants to start their own career or want to start their as an entrepreneurship, this is the
Hmm.
right time. This is the right
Right
time.
time. This is the high time to start. Yeah.
This is the right time to start, and we are so fortunate. This is the best time of in the human kind of history, because we have
Hmm.
internet. Like we don't need to go
Hmm.
anywhere. So we're in the best era, or even if you want to make your $1 million business, this is the right opportunity. Even
Hmm.
if
This is the right time to start. Yeah.
right
To
time to
get
start,
opportunity.
because we have internet. Like, see, the internet makes it like it made it very easier. It made it very easier. So this is the right time if you want to start your
Hmm.
career, if you want to start your entrepreneurship, even right from market research or any industries. So I think so we are,
Hmm.
this is the best era, I would say.
Hmm. And I think another positive part is like due to COVID-19 and the post-COVID scenario, if I talk, then now the if I talk about the particularly workforce, it is like the remote working or remote place working is just like a new normal now. Online work from home is a new normal now. So this is a really very good opportunity for those who always wanted to start their career, for particularly for people who wanted to start their freelancing, uh, or people who wanted to start their like their own business consulting or a market research company and all. Then they can eventually start. And that is the reason that we actually came up with our program like entrepreneurship in market research. In our we do provide like multiple courses like flagship course on market research, and one of the our flagship program is fellow program in market research and market research practical training program and all of these things. But yeah, we are planning to come up with entrepreneurship in market research.
That's
Okay, so yeah, entrepreneurship and market research, and that is actually for those people who always wanted to start from their something from their own. Okay, and those who actually wanted to understand the whole value chain, how to do, how to start this market research company, or how to start providing these services and all from the scratch. If you having if you are experienced in this industry, then definitely going to help you a lot. But if you are not, then also we promise through this kind of training program that you will make sure make you a pro market researcher, so that you can start. And definitely once you're done with this, you have to work very a live project also with us, and which definitely go give you a hands-on experience on that program and all. And if you wanted to start something from your own, then definitely we will also come give you guidance on that, how to start and all these things. So that is a different program that soon we are coming with up.
that's
And yeah,
that's
yeah.
good to know. Because of course these courses will give you the right direction at the right time for new clients. Oh, sorry, not clients, candidates. I'm saying for the new
Yeah,
clients,
it's gonna be.
that okay, what like these courses will give you the guidance, direction of the market industry,
Yeah.
whether is it right or not. Like sort of maybe we can indulge, or we can literally dig out their passion, what they are really into. Like they should be into sales, marketing, research, digital marketing, whatever our industries are there. So I think so. This will definitely will help candidates to know what they really want to do. And of course, these courses will
Mm.
even like, maybe we can always help them maybe start their own journey. Of course, they don't need to work for somebody else. They can start their own journey also. Of course, so
Yeah, exactly.
these courses are very necessary in India, because these are courses
Yeah.
available overseas. But in India, we are lacking this kind of courses. So I'm really glad we have started with this sort of different new unique program. Even
Mm.
even it could be for experienced people also, because now I have seen a lot of people
Mm.
even in Bangalore. They have been already working with the MNCs and of IT. Now when I
Mm.
see them, whenever I meet them, because I meet I attend a lot of events,
Mm.
BG, British Business Group, UK Business Group. There are a lot of business groups out there in India, so I keep attending them, and then where I get to know that people are already working there, but everyone wants to switch their career, everyone wants to do something different. And so, as I already said, even Gary Vee from US, I'm a big fan of him.
Mm.
This is like best time of humankind history in the
Mm.
human history, that we are so lucky we are alive. First thing, and the second thing,
That we are still alive. We
yeah,
overcome this, pandemic. Still
exactly.
going on. Pandemic is still going on, but yeah,
But
we
the
survived.
sooner or later going to be vanished. That's for sure. But so I think so. These courses and the marketing industry is definitely going to be upcoming industries. And if new candidates, experienced candidates, they're always more welcome to join these sort of courses. And of course, we always help there to give them guidance, right guidance.
Exactly.
Even experience if they want to do it, sort of any internship, it's going to help them to pursue their future, pursue their venture, new venture.
Yeah. Sure. Sounds great. So yeah, to the person who, and another thing, I always wanted to, inform this also for the perspective of Indian, most of the, like, women entrepreneurs, like, because of like what happened in Indian culture. If I talk about, I really, very, very, passionate about our Indian thing actually. I,
Yep.
like to, change the mindset and all these things. And sometimes what happened, in our society, in the Indian culture, what happened after, most of the, women's or most of the female persons who, after getting married, they are not able to continue their job. They are not able to continue their career in corporate or any job and all this. Most of the families, they normally face this, or most of the women face this. So here, what I feel, through this program, through this entrepreneurship or in market research, or through this fellow program in market research training, market research program, then they can, continue this, their, career, or they can start, with, with something new, that also from their home. Okay,
Yes.
they can, yeah, they can work from home, and they can start their freelancing. This is a high ticket, freelancing, high ticket, payment, and they will get, and they can start, sitting there, home.
Hi,
This is a
exactly.
profession.
That is
Yeah, this
absolutely
is a profession that you can
right.
start. You don't need to go office and all. You just need a laptop and your brain set and your knowledge.
That's
That's
it.
it.
And then you're
And the skill, how to do market research, how to secondary research, primary research, and all.
that is
So this is a very, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Please.
no, no, exactly. And plus, on the top of that, we are talking in dollars, right? Even instead of earning in rupees, they will get a chance to earn in dollars just by doing freelancing. So even a lot of people, even the market research guys, even the researchers, they're already working, but on the same time, they do hustle side by side, hustle, they
Mm.
grind, and they do freelancing for the other market research company. So why not? Like if you want to
Mm.
earn extra bucks, extra money, why not? Like of course you help your employer to achieve their dreams. How about your
Mm.
own? Like how about your own dreams? How who's going to feed your family? Okay, the employer is going to give
Mm.
you some money, but how about you? I even me and my employees, I tell them like, okay, you do, but even after this, like after 5 o'clock, you're more than welcome to do. Like why? Like who am there to stop you? Like you chase your dream, you follow your dream. You got to discuss side by side. Hustle. If you're gonna do something in life, you gotta take risks. You gotta grind. You gotta really push yourself. And of course, even after marriage, like you were saying already, like especially in Indians,
Mm.
they get stuck. I would say they get in comfort zone. They don't want to take
Yeah.
risks. And of course, on the same time, they're right because they got family, they got kids, they got a lot of responsibilities in India,
Mm.
EMI, a lot of things happen. Of course, Indian government they didn't follow.
Mm.
Overseas, if you don't know anything, the UK government they will they will take you in their shelter and they will give you everything for free till the time you get job. Everything is free. But of course in India, unfortunately, we don't have this sort of facilities. So even after marriage, it gets tricky. But then if you really want to achieve your dream, if you want to do something big in your life, uh, then you have to like once you're back, spend time 1 hour with your kids, with your wife, and just get back to your dream. Follow your passion, do freelancing with marketing industry, earn in dollars, do
Mm.
marketing industry, do the digital marketing, talk to clients, speak to them 2 3 hours, and then you will realize, okay, like this is I really like. And maybe after the once you secure your uh, bit of financial part, and then you can switch your
Mm.
you can do that. So it's not necessary if you have been doing IT, automobile, machinery. You gotta stick to that. Like everything is changing. Everything is changing. Look at the cars. Look at everything is changing. So you can change your career if it's being lucrative, if it's efficient, and if it's manageable. So why not? You gotta take a risk. So we gotta really encourage entrepreneurship in India. So your course, I think, is one of the highlight of this talk today. People should focus on, they should do it. And
Mm.
even entrepreneurship, it's a good, it's a, of course, it's not a rosy or a very easy journey, but of course it has their own fruits. It's hustle. People love to grind, they should come. But then if you're really comfortable with the job, earning whatever the money is, that's okay.
Mm.
That's their own life. But then if but there are a lot of people that are really passionate. They really wanna struggle. They wanna hustle. So welcome
Mm.
to the club. Welcome to Emirates Course. Welcome to you. Welcome to your course. Like let's get on it. Let's stop wasting time. Because now with the working people, they come back home. They might watch Netflix, Facebook, Insta. It's all bullshit. It's all bollocking. But rather than that, if you invest your time building your own skills, own career, own entrepreneurship, own this is a platform. And I'll say even Emirates Course, there are a lot of people even right now. I literally skipped out of my mind. But then there are a lot of new people in Pune, Bangalore. They are also big freelancing with me. Now they are working with IT,
Mm.
the pharmaceutical industries, big companies. Of course, I don't need to say the names. So it's why not why should just employees should know? No,
Mm.
it's about employees. Like they have their own families. Employer has their own bungalow, their car, and how about you? You just gotta feed your employees. You just work 9 to 5, grind, 2,000 promotions a day. And that's it. You go back home. At the end of the day, what you get just salary, and then plus you don't have security job. They might replace you with the freshers because freshers you might get in a less uh, expensive money in terms of salary. So you just gotta go for it. How it is. If I put it in a nutshell, you just gotta go for it and just follow your
Yeah.
dream, your passion, follow your and acquisition industry. It's a right for me. It has been very lucrative. I've been fortunate. I've been very lucky. I'm in the industry and I can see the future. Even if anybody wants to,
Same here.
yeah, exactly. If anybody wants to enter in this industry career, if you want to be an entrepreneur, we will guide you through exactly how you should do it, and then you can see the result within 3 months. And of course, there's no investment. I would say it's very. I wouldn't say even investment. It's you're investing in yourself. Uh, so this is what we should do. We should encourage our Indian people, and of course, we are the hub. Pune, India is the
Mm.
hub of pharmaceutical industry. So why not to take advantage
Yeah.
of one, two, and
Exactly.
in fact, I will tell you, Mirdul, this is the best time. In fact, this is best. There are a lot of companies are there, so we learn from them. So, in fact, I love competition because I learn from them. Yeah. In
Yeah.
fact, I say a
And
lot of
it is actually another quality of entrepreneurs. Like, they normally entrepreneurs love challenges. Entrepreneurs love,
yeah,
taking risks.
exactly.
Another, synonyms of entrepreneurs like, who take risk. But in a calculated, risk.
Well, calculated risk, I might beg to differ. Even I love losing actually. When I lose, and if that client goes to someone else, I'm happy for them. But then the next lessons for me is literally lies under the blanket, which is, oh, okay, he's better than me. Okay, that's it. So next time I'll do better in my reports, in my sales pitch, in terms of it. So there are a lot of things are there. So the competition is good. It's healthy competition. When people are like, oh, there are a
Mm.
lot of companies are there, this and that. They are like whining and creeping all the time. I think this is the best time. Competition is good. It's
Mm.
healthy competition. You just gotta shift your mindset, learn from the competition. Like for me, even I
Mhm.
have been an entrepreneur, but I have been just like learning from them each and every day.
Exactly.
So why
That's
not?
great. That's great. Yeah. Okay, so Mahesh, thank you so much. We are just concluding this podcast. Definitely, I'm looking forward to invite you in my another podcast. Okay, so thank you for sharing your valuable knowledges and your journey with your company MR Accuracy Reports. And also this podcast gonna upload in our YouTube channel, also in LinkedIn, also in other podcast channels, also in Castbox and other podcast channels in the form of audio also. Okay, so people who missed this, they can
Like, of
really
course, it's good.
yeah,
That is true.
revisit this and
And
watch
the
this.
best contact to us, people, you can always reach out to us, sales@mraccuracyreports.com. That's the best
Exactly.
contact, I would say.
Yeah, you can contact us directly to the Mahesh. His full name is Emma Accuracy Reports, and my company's name is Market Research Universe. Just go to the website, and you can also connect us in our LinkedIn. Also, you can directly contact us if you have any query regarding market research or regarding training program or regarding this entrepreneurship in market research. Then definitely it will be our pleasure to help you guys. Okay,
Yes.
so for to connect us, you can just click the link tree there we have mentioned. We have been, it's mentioned there, the link tree. You can connect and you can directly get access of my profile. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much, Mahesh. To spend some time with me and our audience. So this is really knowledgeable for us, and yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time, and thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, bye bye.